In Washington state, a murder mystery took years to unravel. Investigators say the case would remain unsolved if not for a mother's persistence. Tomorrow night on 48 Hours, Peter Van Sant talks with a woman who led a relentless pursuit of her daughter's killer.
Months and years passed and there wasn't an arrest. But I knew who did it, so I decided to confront him myself.
For 7 years, Gail Schneider was on a mission.
I wasn't going to let her just become another case in their files.
Her beloved youngest daughter, Nicole Peets, vanished in Seattle in January 2006.
We thought, well, maybe somebody abducted her on the way to work. Nicole's husband, David, whom Nicole loved very much, went on television and asked the public to help us find her.
I just want to know that you're okay, that I love you.
Nicole was just 32 when she went missing. 9 days later,
a woman's body was discovered yesterday off Des Moines Memorial Drive in Burien.
Nicole's nude body was found near the Seattle airport. Detective Jake Pavlovich.
Interestingly enough, the bottom of her feet were clean. No cuts, no dirt, so no indication that she had walked back here or been drugged back here.
3 weeks later, her abandoned car was discovered 20 miles away.
You always have to look at who would have opportunity and who might have motive.
I said, David, the police think you did it. And he said, the police always think the husband did it.
Police say they have interviewed Peets. They say he is not a suspect.
But Gail had a suspect, and even as the case went cold, she turned up the heat on the person she knew in her heart had killed her daughter, her son-in-law, David Peets.
So this is psychological warfare?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't get to him any other way.
Gail would spend years going to his workplace.
And when he saw me walk in, it was, not here, Gail, not here, Gail.
Writing him letters.
And on the note, I said, I've just bought a house a couple blocks from here, and I plan to make your life as miserable as you've made mine.
Finally, in March 2012, Gail awakens to the news she's been waiting for.
This morning, detectives with the King County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit arrested Martin David Peets, age 34.
Raise your right hand, please.
This tiger mother would finally get her day in court.
If he can't take it, being confronted by a 72-year-old woman, well, I'm sorry, but he's not much of a man if he can't handle that.
All right, Peter Van Sant.
I smile. It's a tragic case, but this woman was a pit bull, and she confronted her daughter's alleged killer. And I've never seen a case in court where, as a witness, she could stand with a microphone, look him right in the eye, and basically tell him off.
Yeah, and good for her. Many people will admire her persistence. But did the officials not believe her? Because she must have gone to them many times and says, I know he did it because X, Y, and Z.
This is a case that when we really started digging into this, we wondered why there hadn't been an arrest sooner. But there was no CSI moment. There was no eyewitness. There was nothing absolutely definitive. There was a murky motive. And so at the time, the prosecutors just didn't feel they had enough. And so Gail Schneider, the mom, she kept calling them once a month.
Why was she so convinced, Peter?
Well, because her daughter, when her body was found, she was wearing her night guard that she would wear at night to protect her teeth from grinding. And she said her daughter would never have left the house with that night guard in because it affected her speech. And to her, that told her she was killed at home.
Peter, thank you.
Thank you very much. You can see Peter's entire report. It's called Relentless on 48 Hours. That's tomorrow night at 10, 9 Central, right here on CBS.